Welcome to Seattle Maritime Matters. Hi, I'm Ken Saunderson with the Seattle Propeller Club, and today I'm joined by Dale Bateman, who is the Associate Dean of the Seattle Maritime Academy. Thanks for joining us today, Dale.
Ken, great to be here. I'm excited to talk with you.
Hey, Dale, let's start off by telling us a little bit about the Seattle Maritime Academy and why it was created.
Seattle Maritime Academy is part of the Seattle College system. We're part of Seattle Central College. We were created to provide maritime training for folks that want to go out and begin their careers in the merchant marine. And we've been doing that since 1968.
What type of programs do you offer there, Dale?
We have two programs. One leads to an endorsement as an Able Seaman special, and the other leads to an endorsement as a qualified member of the engineering department. So the first level of qualified ratings, both on the deck and in the engine room, on board merchant ships of every variety.
One of the things I've been very impressed with is the hands-on nature of the training that you provide there, both in the classroom and in the field. Talk to us a little bit about the facility and the type of technology that you've got there.
Sure. Our classrooms look like standard classrooms for about the first 30 seconds that you're in them. And then very quickly you realize that folks are going to be doing some hands-on work. Yeah, there's the lecture component to most classes, but as quickly as possible, we like to get our students up and moving and handling the things that they're going to be doing when they actually get out onto a ship. So even in our just standard classrooms, they're handling lines, they're pulling apart engines, they're handling the equipment that they'll find in the engine room on a ship. And then as quickly as possible, we move from our traditional classrooms out onto the apron on the pier next to our vessels or onto our vessels themselves to actually do the work that they're going to be doing when they get out and are working. Our students will spend time taking apart engines. They'll spend time learning how to properly paint and preserve the vessels that they're going to be sailing on. They'll spend time handling lines. They'll spend time navigating. And then they'll get underway and go out onto the water on our training vessel.
How long does it take to graduate from your programs?
Our programs are about a year long. You'll do 3 quarters here at the school, so September to June, in the classroom, in the labs, out on our training vessel. And then we do a 90-day internship, at sea internship on a merchant vessel. We have partner companies ranging from local tug companies to Washington State Ferries to the University of Washington to a whole variety of deep sea companies that our students will actually go out and do the work on real ships. And then at the end of earning 90 sea days and that internship, you're done with the program. You can apply to the Coast Guard and get your endorsement on your merchant mariner credential.
I think we just lost your video feed.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
I think we got all that, so I'm just going to cut that out and we'll just pick it up again, okay?
Sure.
It is so cool that at the end of your program, at the end of that year, the students have a chance to get on board a real vessel and work with real companies. And it seems like gives them a huge leg up into finding a job right away.
Absolutely. A large number of our students they stay with the same company, straight from their internship to hired in a full-time position long-term with these companies. Some of our students will transition to a different company, but a large number of them stay with the same one. And then after a few years, they may move on to do something different and maybe go work for a different company. But a lot of our graduates are still working here in the Puget Sound region with local companies, doing the thing that they learned to do here and growing in their careers and advancing and getting licenses and continuing to work.
And one of the cool things, I think, is as a part of the Seattle School District or referrals from Seattle School District, I'm going to start over again. And as a cool part of the program is that you're part of the Seattle Promise program, where students can get a full ride, thanks to the city of Seattle. Seattle students can get a full ride to the school and basically have it paid for and have a job waiting for them at the end of the 1 year.
Absolutely. For students that are coming out of the Seattle public schools, this is a phenomenal option. Especially if they want to continue to work locally. There are so many companies in our local area that are hiring our graduates, that are hiring ABs, hiring QMeds. And if you come out of one of the Seattle schools and you use Seattle Promise to pay for your tuition while you're here at school, there are great jobs. Washington State Ferries is a great example, and Washington State Ferries is hiring. They need folks that want to work on the ferries, and they pay pretty well.
I know in talking to a number of the companies that you're involved with, your students are top notch. They get a great training program. They learn exactly what they need to do to get out at sea. They're in great demand by the industry.
Absolutely. On a weekly basis, I am getting phone calls from companies, both here in Seattle and around the country, that are asking, do you have any QMeds? Do you have any ABs that you can send to me? And so we fire those job postings out to all of our graduates. So if they're actively working but are thinking about transitioning, or they're not actively working but they'd like to get back onto a boat, there's constantly a need for these graduates.
You know, Dale, I love your passion for the industry and I love your passion for the program there. Talk to me about why you're so excited about the future of the maritime industry and the great careers that it offers.
Maritime's not going anywhere. Even as we become more advanced and technology changes things, we're still going to be needing to ship goods via sea and provide services at sea. So there's stability. Even as the industry changes, there is stability. And so starting into the maritime industry launches you into a place where you're going to be safe. That technology isn't going to completely eliminate your ability to earn a living while working in the maritime. And you get to travel. It's a great opportunity. I've been all over the world and seen some amazing things because I went to sea. I love Seattle and I always want to come home to the Pacific Northwest, but the ability to earn a living and get to see the world and have some stability in your job, that's not an easy thing to accomplish. So Maritime provides that.
What an incredible opportunity. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dale.
It's been my great pleasure, Ken. Thanks.